my top 10 dangerous approaches from the scenery I've made. We'll start that list with number 12. 12 out of 10. Bear with me for just a moment. I've made lots of scenery for real airfields across New Zealand. And the thing with real places is that those airstrips tend to be set up in a way where they try not to kill the pilot. Then I made the fantasy location of South Fiordland with its 80 plus fantasy bush style flying airfields, where safety wasn't such of a big concern. Actually making some of them as unsafe as possible was actually the thought process. So if I was to do not just a top 10 but a top 50, I'm fairly sure they would all be in South Fiordland, because they are made to be challenging and difficult and sometimes downright stupid. So I've got a top 10 for the South Fiordland scenery, but I thought I'd also add 11 and 12 as well, and pick one from South Island and one from North Island, which is where we're at today. We're going to NZVR Taihape. Now, originally I did make a fantasy airfield for Taihape in a location just outside of the town, as the terrain mesh wouldn't let me put one in the correct place. Then sometime later I found out that I'd made a total mistake with that, and where I thought the real airfield was located wasn't the place at all. It was actually south of the town, and I was looking at a field to the north of it. The correct location didn't have great terrain mesh either, but it was just about good enough to fit a runway in, and we now have a genuine NZVR Taihape airfield in the correct place. So coming in the other way to it is going to be slightly easier, but as we're doing dangerous approaches, we'll come in over the trees and then touch down on what is quite a small dirt strip. Now if you came here and did this in a smaller, slower aircraft than this one, it's not going to cause too many issues. It's a Piper Cub or something like that. But this is my top 10 or 12, and I fly planes like this which are not designed to land at these kind of airstrips, which means that things don't always go according to plan. And we'll see what happens today. It's out there somewhere, I think just over this ridge possibly. Maybe have done a practice flight first just to refresh my memory of exactly where it is. Okay, not sure. Oh, yeah, okay, it's over there, isn't it? Quite a long way off the centre line, but not to worry, we can rescue that. Some hills to deal with this side as well. If you come in the other way, there's not quite as many trees either, so that's why we're coming in for this approach, as it's certainly the worst one out of the two. Okay, mind the trees and mind the fence as well. And okay, not the most elegant touchdown I've ever had. I'm not going to complain too much. Yeah, we survived. That will do. After a few days of trying to land at Mount Elder, that was actually quite relaxing and almost normal. Seems there's a slight glitch in the replay. Just at the point you didn't want one where we're actually touching down, but such is life. So there we go. I've not looked too hard, and possibly I might change my mind at some point, but for now this will do as North Island's dangerous approach airfield. Or at very least, not entirely straightforward airfield where you need to take a bit of care, especially when flying a Baron. So, see you again next time for number 11 out of 10. Bye.